powerful things you need to, powerful mottos. I literally, this right here is on my shelf over there. That is my fucking motto. No. You want to go out? No. Do you have any money? No. Do you love me? No. Okay, what's up, fellas? This video is just for you. This video is not pertaining to the ladies. It's in no way disrespectful. But it's a topic that every man needs to at least explore within himself if he wants to maintain his own damn dignity and power and control over his own life. And most men don't learn this until they learn this the hard fucking way. And some men, it's way too damn late to ever reverse course. And what I want to talk about is you have to learn to divide your love as a man. You have to first understand that women are not designed to understand a man's love. They just don't. Women don't love the same way men do. But a man has to really understand the power behind his love, the energy behind his love, because he has to know that he cannot give that to anyone. He can't just, and this isn't about vetting who can have that. What I'm saying is you have logical love as a man and you have sucker love as a man. That's it. Two types of love. You have logical love and sucker love. And shout out to BOA. Check him out. This man broke it down. I've been following this man for years, and this guy is spot on. And he broke it down like right on. But a sucker love, most men don't realize. Logical love is typically how women love men. And I'm not talking like, just hear me out. I know that some of their shit's irrational and stuff, but man, come on. Let's just be honest. A man's love is fucking completely irrational. There's nothing more dangerous, unpredictable, and irrational than a fucking simp who's giving his sucker love to a woman. And this isn't even about whether she's good or bad, but man, worst case scenario is you gave it over to a thought, like Will Smith. This man spent 40 fucking years building his legacy, building his empire, building his brand. We had this image of this man. We all grew up. Fresh Prince. I mean, Bad Boys. I'm Legend Hank. Come on, man. Independence Day. Mike Lowry. You know? Come on. And to watch like what we saw just like that fucking quick. Done. I mean, reports just are coming out that he was asked to leave and he refused, which that says a lot. I don't know how this ends, but what I'm seeing, what I foresee at least, is that this guy's going to have everything cut off. All his sponsorships, all that shit cut off. This man is going to slowly, because now he has no purpose. Remember, up until this point, he had a purpose. He had a goal. He had a mission. But now, what is his goal? What is his fucking mission? He's achieved it, but he's also been stripped of 40 years of fucking work in 15 fucking seconds for like 15 seconds of being in your fucking emotions as a man. And I don't believe he had control of himself at that point. This is not me giving him a fucking pass. No. But this is what happened. He put his sucker love into this damn woman. That's really what it boils down to. And what happens is a man has no control of himself. He doesn't even know himself. He is not an identity. His identity is wherever he puts that sucker love. And in his case, he put it with that Jezebel. And it's amazing to me. It breaks my heart how hard he worked. And guys, really think about that. 40 fucking years undone in one moment. Now, we know it was a slow train wreck. But the thing is let's be honest. The more a man invests, the longer he invests into a woman, which, let's just be honest, that's what it is. It's an investment. The more shit he's put up with, the more shit he's taken. He obviously has some goal in mind when it comes to her in their relationship. He obviously sees some light at the end of the tunnel. But we all know there ain't no light at the end of the tunnel. Not on this one, brother. And now that all this has happened and things start to pull away, the public perception of this man has turned sour. Watch, this is what I'm saying. Look at the ripple effect this is going to have in his life. He's going to break down even more, become even more depressed, become even more reliant on her validation, which she doesn't give it to him anyway. But we all know what women do. The more deep a man goes into an emotional state, the more it scares women. Rightfully so. An emotional fucking man, a man breaking down a simp, is dangerous. We can't blame women for wanting to pull the fucking plug, because now you've given this thing to her. She controls it, and she's looking at you like, I want to drop it and run for my own safety, but I don't want to drop it, because what are you going to do? And I mean, case in point, like last year, this dude, this fucking simp, like had his ex-wife and his ex-girl, like, whole child support. This was in Baltimore or Maryland. I mean, he went on IG Live, which social media puts another twist on this whole shit. I talked about it in my other video. Went on IG Live. Yeah, I'm here at such and such's house, and he went in there, recorded it live, and went and turned the lights out. Bam, went to the next one, turned the lights out, you know, and then turned them out on himself on IG Live. So men now can finally vent, but the problem is men are not learning how to vent and where to place that until it's too fucking late. There's another story last year. This brother out in California came home, found out his woman been getting piped down by somebody, and he went in there and went crazy. He went and beat the shit out of her. She called the police. He jumps in his car and runs, and he goes on IG Live, and he's recording this shit. Now, I mean, the video, like, you can find it if you want. I couldn't tell you his name. If I find it, I'll put a link to it. But this man recorded IG Live as he's running from the police, and I mean, they're all behind him, woo, lights. And he's talking, he's going through the process. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to turn my lights out. And he does it. He gets to the end of the road. After 4-hour police chase, something like that. And to watch this man break down and watch how alone he was and how no one could help this man and how powerless he was over his own damn self and how far he was willing to go because he couldn't handle his own lack of fucking control over his own damn emotions. That's how serious this fucking shit is, man. I tried to make a video about this, the last guy I spoke about. I probably tried 3 times, well, maybe 5 times, I don't know. But I couldn't do it without getting emotional myself. It breaks my fucking heart watching this man, for real, knowing what he's about to do. And there's plenty of other instances, and this isn't about men or women. This is just, men are not designed to give control of their emotions to another person. Men are not supposed to give control of their heart and their emotions and their need for validation to a woman, especially. She doesn't know how to handle it. Now, she's going to want it, yeah, but you can't give it to her. This isn't about, like, holding back from her. This is self-preservation, homie. Listen, women do this too. Women love from a logical perspective, sort of. You know, don't try to diminish and water this down. Women know when it's time to pull the plug. And that's what I mean. Logically, she knows, and she starts planning her exit strategy and getting her shit in order way before she does. Because she wants to make sure. She knows it's self-preservation. So guys don't understand this. She doesn't want your sucker love. Yes, she wants it, but at the same time, she doesn't. Because a woman she doesn't feel safe when you as a man are in your fucking emotions and feelings as a fucking man. And we've all been guilty of this shit. All of us. And me too. Like, we've all done this. And it scares the shit out of women. Rightfully so. Because the men are capable of anything, especially a simp. You know, I thank God where I'm at right now. But at the same time, I see other guys, like, struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't sit here and say I'm better than anybody. No. It took a, like, serious shock to my own personal life to fucking wake me up. And to understand and see this from a different perspective. You'll never fall in love again. But the thing is when you realize, listen, that sucker love is your own fucking fantasy in your own mind, in your own head. When you really step back and think about it, you fell in love with your own fucking fantasy. She gave you just enough feminine energy to validate your predetermined or whatever, your pre-thought out, whatever it is. You fell in love with your own fucking love. That's really what it is. You think you fell in love with this woman, but that's the thing. And you wonder, like, a lot of guys wonder, why? How the hell could she just turn and leave? How the hell could she do this? Why are 80% of divorces filed by women? Because women don't love with sucker love like men do. They don't. 80% of divorces are filed by women because women know when it's time. And I'm not justifying them divorcing men. That's not what this is about. But my point is women have the ability to detach that attachment, what binds them to that person at the moment's notice. Guys don't understand this. It's about survival. Women figured this out a long time ago, but men haven't still. Men have to understand when you attach your sucker love to another person, and especially a woman, when shit gets hard, she is going to, like, when you need it the most, you don't have it because she's got it. And she could do whatever she wants. And this isn't even about her being, like, sinister with it. She doesn't know how to handle it. A man's sucker love has so much fucking energy. So much. Like, it's overwhelming that we can't even fucking control it ourselves. This is why you cannot allow this to happen in your own damn life. Does this mean you shouldn't love anyone? No. It's a logical love. You know, you just need to know when to cut. Like, you just need to know when, hey, when you ain't getting reciprocated energy, time to bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're dealing with someone, whether it's a woman or even a friend or family, if there's a reciprocation, good, we're cool. But the problem most men, like, don't, like, see is that when you're not getting that back and you're starting to see things like them pull away and you're starting to see shit go down the crapper and you start pouring more energy thinking you're going to get a better result. And no, you're not. You're not. And it pushes them further away. We don't understand it. We don't know what to do. So we continue to pile on to the same process that's pushing away even more. Quicksand, if you will. Sucker love is so fucking dangerous to a man because he loses his identity. And wherever that sucker love is, that's where the power over him is. And as I said, no one can possibly reciprocate that energy or harness that energy. And that's why you as a man need to figure out what to do with this. Because this sucker love or this energy behind this, what you believe is sucker love, is still there in you. It's always there. But the thing is you want to, you feel like it's almost like you got to bust, but it's not like that. You want to put it somewhere. It's about you. When you really think about it, your sucker love is attaching your purpose to something. You put your sucker love flag down in this woman, and now that's your purpose. And I'm going to put everything into it, all my energy and my drive into this to succeed in this. And you may have the best of intentions. She may have the best of intentions, but the problem is shit goes wrong. And now you've put your energy and effort into this, and you, at some point, you put so much into it, you can't fucking walk away. Will can never leave Jada. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. She could leave him. That's, you know, but I hate to even go down that road. But the thing is like, the way I look at it is I'm a big Carl Jung fan. Carl Jung, spelled with a J, like Jung. He's a psychiatrist, and he breaks down the human, the psyche in such a way beyond any other. Like Sigmund Freud, fucking Sigmund Freud. Nietzsche's not bad, but Carl Jung breaks down the conscious and the unconscious mind, but he breaks down the unconscious into two categories: personal unconscious, collective unconscious. But the clash between these two and the outer world, what you deal with, and your ego is what fight. It's the equilibrium that fights between those two, the conscious and the unconscious. It's neither good or bad, you know? But sometimes when events happen, your ego is going to take one of those possible choices. Like somebody slaps you, like Chris Rock. Perfect example. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Bam, that hits his ego. He has two choices: do what he did or turn around and knock his ass out. Since he stood up, he did what and he did the right thing. But the problem is that other decision that he didn't make goes into his shadow, and it never goes away. So these things will accumulate over time, and when it does lash out, we don't know. When that trigger hits, your shadow will completely take over. And he called it possessive. You have no control over it. But the whole point of this is to understand it. Like, it's deeper than this. Basically, the whole goal of this is to understand your own shadow, which we all have, whether people admit it or not. to understand your own shadow and to learn how to incorporate it into your own personality. That way it's a trickle out thing. You're letting it kind of come out every day, releasing the pressure every day into your normal activities. And maybe embrace a little bit of asshole, a little bit of attitude kind of thing, whatever that is. Learn how to vent it, put it into music, put it into your fucking purpose, but don't let it build up and like hold it in, because this is when it explodes and it's damn dangerous. But in this case, Will Smith, man, as I said, this man has done this so long, he has no identity. If this woman leaves him, he's going to be lost. Lost. Like he's not going to know where to go. Listen how shit, this is horrible. All that time, now the public has a bad image of this man, which means the public's going to turn on him, and he's going to be even that much more alone. He's not going to have anyone. And now she's got an alibi of like, it looks on paper, it looks like he's the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really a damn. I seriously fucking pray for this man. I can see what's been happening. Some of the arguments I've seen over the past week, it just blown my mind. I've seen a lot of people really calling it what it is, like Candace Owens. Shout out Candace Owens. A lot of the guys are really calling it what it is, and a lot of the ladies too, I'll give them credit, but a lot of women have come out and said he's defending his wife. Like they bought into that fucking narrative. Oh, she has a disease. Get the fuck out of here. Will Smith has a disease. Bitch thought-itis, and it's incurable. I mean, for real, this man is dying from this. I mean, this is terminal. You know what I mean? Succubus Tatiana fucking virus, you know, it's bad. Like, this man is really suffering. But this is the thing, it's like, this man is, even though he's in the spotlight, I could see it, how alone he feels. Which is why he's trying to adopt her philosophy, going out on these fucking talk shows talking about, well, I'm trying to find myself. We're trying to redefine what it means and this and that. Like I said in my last video, this is fucking woman speak. He sounds like a damn woman because that's what it is. He's repeating the stuff he's hearing. Trying to go out there and like put on some facade like this is all good. We agree, and men all know. We know it ain't true. No man's going to go out there and hurt his ego any more than this man already has. And this is the problem. This man has so lost his identity. Now he's defending the very person that's abusing him. That's really what it is. And men, as I said, you cannot do this. You cannot give sucker love to a woman. You can't give sucker love to nobody. You can only put that type of energy and that love into something that you control. Something that you can determine the outcome. If you work harder, you will get more results back from it. Whether that's working, like if you work out more, you're going to get bigger. If you eat better, you're going to feel better. If you work longer hours, you're going to make more money. But with a woman, hell, come on, man. The more shit you take, the harder you work, the worse she fucking treats you, man. Case in point, never give a woman your sucker love. Never give anyone your sucker love. Only put that into what you can control as a man. And honestly, in the long run, if you're that relationship guy, which I'm not giving advice, she will respect you more so in the long run. Because a woman loves a stoic man who's not controlled by his emotions. They just do. They're going to pick and try to say, well, you can trust me. Why don't you open up and tell me your feelings? Nah, dude. But she wants you to say no. She wants you not to do it. She's going to want you to do it, but at the same time, she respects when you say, no, bitch. No. Absolutely not. Aren't you in love with me? I've done all this stuff. No. Are you ever going to get married? No. After all this shit I've done, I mean, do you have any other hoes? No. I'm just kidding, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. She wants you to kind of turn that down to being vulnerable, because the more vulnerable the more vulnerable you are, and the more of your sucker love you give her, the less safe she's going to feel, because women, inherently know when a man is emotionally weak, he is dangerous. Dangerous, unpredictable. And it's their nature to like, this is why women leave when shit gets bad. You know? I can't blame them a lot of times. And if this man gets any worse, as I said, I'm praying for this man because I believe this is, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. This man has given so much, like, this is the thing. Wherever you put your sucker love, that's what controls you. And the odds are that thing can never reciprocate the energy that you originally gave. That's why they say get a dog. I know that sounds crazy, but it's really not. Dogs are the only creatures that truly reciprocate and above sometimes, a lot of times, what you put into it. My dog, man, I swear, I wanted to leave that motherfucker a couple times. I mean, just shit, and I was like, I stuck with it. We had our understanding, you know, man to man. It wasn't pretty first couple months, but as I sit here now, I mean, wow. It truly pays off. It paid off. Seriously. And that's a good lesson for every man to learn. You cannot pour your energy into something that cannot possibly pour back into you. And stop depending and relying on female validation. It is a trap, guys. Female validation is a flattery a lot of times. And it's something you can't trust. And it's something you become addicted to. And something you will come to rely on. And then you won't get it. When you need it most, you ain't gonna get it. Will Smith needs it the most right now. And he ain't getting it. And as I said, the worse he gets, the less she's going to give. So only put your energy into something you control. And that's what really, truly will elevate you as a man. When you learn how to harness that energy instead of feeling like you got to pour it out into a paper towel, which you know what I mean by that. Find a way to fucking put it back into your own purpose, your own mission, or whatever that shit is, and watch the benefits you reap. And you'll get to a point where you understand most of this shit is a damn distraction. Like, somebody gonna come in and take my time, bitch? I could have made this much money in this much time. What do you mean you want me to go out and spend a day? Fuck out. I ain't got time to spend a day. You can come through. I'm just kidding. But this is my point. Learn how to direct, harness, and pour that shit back into you. Master your damn dark side. Read Carl Jung. I think it's Depth Psychology is one of his books. Aeon. That's a scary book. Just read the first couple chapters when he breaks down the ego and the shadow and it starts going into archetypes of the unconscious. It's pretty scary shit, but it's real. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And guys, one of the most powerful things you need to, powerful mottos, this right here is on my shelf over there. That is my fucking motto. No. You want to go out? No. Do you have any money? No. Do you love me? No. I love y'all, and I'm signing out. See you.